We've been hearing rumors about ventilation systems being added as primitives in the roleplay server. Is this true?
Somewhat true. There's not like a huge system of vents, but there is a small little area that where vents will be available.
Alright, good to know. Channel 9 news reporters, write that down.
Okay.
I have a question.
Hey.
Yes, Joker?
Will already existing rooms be changed?
Most already existing rooms that need to be changed, like anything that you think needs a quality of life update has probably just received it.
Have any save class SCP objects been added?
So,
like the vending machine?
With the upstairs update, most likely not. The file to the cafeteria was actually lost, so until it's like remade completely, no. But things might be moved around and such. Honestly, I'm not sure. The main point of this huge update is just to mash in all the current stuff we've been making and updating, and see how it works all at once with everyone's computers and things like that. You know, the next couple of before changes start should fully be implemented.
I got a question.
Skev, I have a question. Alright, I'll let him speak first.
I heard Iron Toaster first, so I want Iron Toaster.
Oh, okay. Iron Toaster goes first, don't worry. Channel 9 news will get its question again later.
Were you here with when 049's room were changed and decorated, and is that going to be added here with the expansion?
Yes, that's going to be added with the expansion, as well as some extra changes down there that haven't been seen before.
Alright, I have a question, sir.
Hey.
Yeah, Prepper LP?
Alright,
Hey, do you guys
will,
want some water?
like, will save class SCP objects be added?
Please question first. What'd you say,
Okay,
Prepper?
right.
One's hot dogs. One's hot dogs.
Vending machine?
No vending machine, but there is a water cooler. That's around the entrance zone.
I do have another question.
Right here.
Have you added any save class SCP objects?
I haven't.
No, we haven't added any safe class SCP objects, but
Okay.
that might change. We have plans.
Okay.
Question.
Here, do you want to hop?
My colleague over here has a... Yeah, I feel like he had a question, right?
I don't think I had a question.
hot dog.
I think I had a question.
You said you had a
Oh,
Hot dog.
will site director's office be changed or anything, or no?
So Site Director's office is most likely going to be edited and changed. You're talking about the one that's in like the left from here, kind of where the blue hallway. With the...
Yeah, blue hall.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
changed. I mean, it was funny because like just last night we were talking about this, and someone just brought up the point like, man, the Site Director's office is so shit right now, and I was like, yeah, it needs like a couch
It's
or
worse
table or
than the
something.
CDC.
Hey, did you fully flesh out conference
Joker,
rooms?
I'm weirding you out.
Like, there are several doors that don't go anywhere. Did you add like a conference room and an office in entrance zone?
So in entrance zone, those two doors were going to be planned to use something. However, we did add stuff behind either one, but there are multiple issues which you can blame Northwood's weird grid mapping for.
Yes.
Like there was going to be a set of dorms behind the one of the doors in entrance zone that brought you to like a dorms area, and the issue with that was once you got in there, everything would be dark. You couldn't spawn any doors in, or doors would be really buggy. The lighting would bug out because it's outside of the into the void, like too far into the void, kind of thing.
All right,
And
so
it's just
then
a
that
pretty
brings
bad
up another question. Where is this section of the map located?
This section of the map is located
Near intercom
just over
room.
top of near intercom room. It is just slightly outside of the map, hanging over the void. But the issue is like I said, with how the grid mapping with Northwood works, it's honestly hit or miss when it comes to what room is called really weirdly and what isn't. I mean, there's even coloring issues up in the upstairs area that just aren't as noticeable. But as time goes on, people might start to notice them. Like, you might throw an item through a doorway, and it might fucking just disappear in front of you because the game thinks you can't see your item anymore because it's quote-unquote in a new grid. Things like that. But, I mean, as long as you just walk forward 2 steps back into that room, you'll see your item again. It's not going to be like the end of the world.
Did you ask about
Okay.
Question.
Did you do any optimizations?
Vents?
Sorry?
Yeah, there's a small system of
Oh, someone asked.
okay.
Someone attempted asking.
Yeah,
a
there's
question.
a small like area. I mean, if you want directly what the idea was, Dot told us directly he wants more hiding spots for certain things, and so you know, there's like a new vent, there's like a You'll see. There's some new little nooks and crannies and things you can find.
On the Discord,
Yes,
there's a
Sergeant
leak.
Toaster?
What about, the setting up of our own, since the only thing we can do so far is give us our own names. And not really, stuff like that.
With that, I've been trying to push. I mean, it's like .weeks to add just the name plugin, which made me upset because he already had it. He just needs to change like a couple settings. And the same thing kind of happening right now is I want him to add the other roles. So for those of you who are newer to the server and weren't there when it had happened, there was the big kind of plugin that was added. Huge plugin. It changed the lobby. It added like a bunch more stuff. You could save characters, you could change your height, you could do anything like that. The issue was that the plugin was completely broken and we couldn't add it because of something called LightDB, which is the database we're using to save and store most information. And so what happened is the entire plugin was scrapped, but all the pieces of the plugin are still there, from the height changing to the name changing, which you guys have now, and the like certain other stuff, like all the roles and the new teleports. And I've already spoken about, like, hey, you should just add these instead of just waiting.
I know one of you are streaming.
I could understand why he wouldn't allow you to like
inside the
give yourself your own role, because you could give yourself a high ranking role. That's a problem.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in the old plugin, it was solved by, there was a point system that hosts themselves could directly assign to people, which would save with the database that we had running alongside Exiled. Like I said, the issue with that is Exiled's LightDB was broken and caused ghost players to join, which would take up slots but couldn't be banned and things like that. It was really weird. It was a really creepy bug, and it also caused like people could hear other people and spectators, while other people couldn't hear people and spectators. It was really weird. But yeah, I mean, like when it comes to character customization, there are still higher ranking roles that are going to be added, but like mostly things like more specific stuff will be added, like the ability to become a checkpoint guard with a limit of like 2 or 3, and you'll teleport to the checkpoints themselves.
Where it's all quick.
Like
right, so it's just quick setup. So
it's like a much quicker setup, because right now all we can do is just change the names, but soon we're going to give you guys the options to change like your roles to certain more specific ones too.
Scav.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you ever somehow get a way to add that height plugin, how would that be limited so people wouldn't abuse it to make themselves super small or super tall?
So it was already it's already implemented that when you pick your height with that command, it would be between, it's locked between a height of, I think the lowest height is 5'4", and the highest height is 6'1". So people aren't making themselves like 7 feet tall all the time. I mean, there's still the issue where like, what if everyone just makes himself 6 feet tall because I don't know, they just want to be 6 feet tall? I mean, just be unique. I don't know.
Maybe
like,
the limit on the short end should be lower, because some people are really lower than 5 feet.
So it's funny, we would make it lower, but the default height for SL's characters is actually 6 feet. So if I was to put myself at 5'4", I'd actually be like this high. It's really weird. You'd be a half the size. And if you go like 5'1" or 4'1", you'd be like the size of someone like this big. Like, it's really weird. With specifically
you can show us, right? You could show us.
Plugin right now. I can't show you right now because I have to do all that implementation. I don't do plugin stuff.
All right, that's a dot thing.
Question.
Okay. You in the middle row there jumping, and I'm too.
So, will there be like evacuation shelters for scientists?
Yes, in one of the promotional screenshots, actually, you can see a scientist holding a gun in one of them.
Ooh, that's nice.
Actually, I have a two-part question.
What about the room with the D class?
So will there be actual
pictures with the
nuclear evacuation rooms, like containment breach? Like in containment breach, when the Alpha Warhead goes off, scientists can go in rooms that protect them from the Alpha Warhead. Will that be?
Yeah, Warhead.
So we've had talks about that way back, actually, about adding rooms that have that kind of ability to protect you from the Alpha Warhead. The issue is you'd have to, there is no single protection from the Alpha Warhead or getting killed by the Alpha Warhead kind of protection plugin we can make. You just have to God mode the people in that room But God moding the people in that room would make everyone in that room invincible, and that would be just a huge issue. Unless a new argument is released in the future that directly dictates when you won't get killed by the Alpha Warhead.
The only thing I can think of is if the doorway teleports you to a instance that's technically inside of surface zone, but the doorway's in
that is another idea where we could have it be on surface zone.
There's areas on surface zone that has a perchance, there's places on top or below entrance zone that are areas that could be filled in to make a bomb shelter teleport.
Yeah, so that was the other rolling ball idea, but I mean we just never ended up getting to it because we also wanted to keep the fact that once the Alpha Warhead goes off, the facility is locked down and we can't revert the doors locking on the elevators. That's not something we can just open back up.
Right, recovery would take weeks. IRL recovery would take weeks to recover any personnel trapped.
Yeah.
Let me see what Abraham or Midnight Sentinel has.
Yeah, we've got a few questions.
Will surface zone change in any way? It's pretty barren up there.
Yeah.
There is a surface zone change that's going to be coming soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be coming today per se, but it is coming soon, and it doesn't change anything horribly fundamentally, but it changes the look of things and it makes it a lot more pleasing to look at, appealing. Yeah.
I've actually got a few questions from the Site-12 server themselves. They've got a few questions they'd like to ask for people who couldn't make it to this place. Will there be a Class D courtyard? And related to that, when Class D are free to roam around, will they be able to carry their own supplies, like coins, pills, or medkits, in designated lockers?
So,
and then we have two more.
Actually, yes, there will be a Class D courtyard of sorts. And as for Class D holding their own items like pills and coins and stuff, that would only really be if they were granted it by a guard or who believes that that they need it or whatever. We wouldn't give the Class D anything that they wouldn't need unless they were absolutely need it, especially something like a coin, because in real life a coin could be pretty a risky thing if you give it to a prisoner and they're smart enough. So.
Hey,
will there be a chance of having a hospital and/or infirmary for a medical department?
This area.
One more question after this from Site-12.
Yes, on the medical infirmary, yes.
All right. I've got
Have there been considerations of an entrance zone armory with weak guns like pistols?
No, there hasn't been yet, but there has been talks about that in the past for an entrance zone armory. But one of the departments being built was security department. That could change, so there could be some sort of armory up there if that's what you guys want. There could be some sort of cause for census.
Well, that's all the
questions
Site-12 has to offer.
I have a
question.
Oh, hello.
Yes,
hello, Riel.
Will there be RPs in which the chaos go through the vents into light containment without being noticed?
There could. I mean, the vents could be definitely used like that for RPs and stuff.
Infiltration. Question.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, sorry, Joshua.
What's with the not a lot of hosting besides the fact that it's on their own time they can host and such, but it's been even less and less. And the fact that not a lot of admins are putting the actual cheery spirit into their jobs.
So with that, I mean, honestly, I can't lie and sugarcoat it. There has been a bit of a downtrend when it comes to the quality of hosters, mostly because a lot of hosters have been getting demoted. I mean, I'm not going to get into the situation, but yes, Classified did some stuff that did cause him to be demoted. It was irresponsible what he did, and I'm not going to get into it. Some of you may know, some of you may not. I don't want to talk about it here.
Is this with the fucking 173 host?
No, it is not. It is not related to that, Abraham.
Okay. Yeah, so I can't sugarcoat it, but I mean, what we do hope is that, in the near future, with the amount of hosters that have been fired or demoted, or that we've seen on a downtrend, we're probably going to reopen apps in the next coming weeks, I'd say. So, hoster apps will
I got a
open
question. On top of the question, with the applications, what is your thought on the updating those applications to make them more make sense and relevant, since when I was putting it, I couldn't really do much since when I was trying to put something there, it was kind of bland because the questions weren't really questions you would ask during this time.
So I guess that is a good point. House drops haven't been updated for at least, I think, 3 rounds, because we had updated them once after we realized that the one we were using was really just like a 4-question, hey, what's this mean? Hey, this answer kind of thing. So I guess in light of us changing the gun license applications and some other applications being changed, then yes, we're going to change host drops then.
Okay, so quick question about hoster. If you, by some miracle, become a hoster, what are the requirements to stay hoster?
You get put in a trial hoster phase first off, as you might have seen. There's some trial hosters that are added. They have some of the features like alpha warhead and things like that locked, and they require a hoster to be supervising them while they host. Once you learn how to host by yourself, like in a full RP, like you're able to use the RI panel efficiently, you can use CASI efficiently, you can handle reports efficiently. Once we learn that you can do that, you're promoted to regular hoster, and from there you have free reign to do, kind of whatever. You just have to behave well and, listen to the authority, listen to your supervisors, host consistently, or at least host every, now and again. Don't go, inactive and just come back to mess around and leave.
Alright.
And ensure you're putting your work in and, showing up to the bi-weekly meetings for the hoster team.
One final question. Fuck, I forgot.
I've got a question if you
I've got a
forgot
question.
Give me a second.
I also got a question as well. I've been waiting.
CEO.
During the promotional, during the promotional pictures, I saw one where a Class D is in a mysterious room. I just want to know what kind of, what that room is and what's its significance.
That room is kind of, that room is connected to the vents. I'm not going to say directly where it is in the map, because I prefer if you guys just kind of figured it out yourselves when it comes to that. But it is kind of like a little D-class hideout where if a host is feeling froggy, they can throw a COM 18 or COM 15 up there. And then if a D-class does end up escaping and getting there, it's like a D-class hideout where this D-class can load up and get his buddies, hey, come on, get in the vents, blah, 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 or some shit like that.
Alright.
And it makes it a lot more dynamic.
It comes among us.
Class D is a little bit more
Alright, a
little bit more interesting.
Alright, I have a question. Is there a consistent list of banned RP ideas, such as O5 and KS Spy, stuff like that? Could we have a consistent list of that? Those type of RPs?
Sorry, could you repeat that question?
Could we have a consistent list of RP ideas that are banned, that can't be used?
Yes. I mean, if actually that is a pretty good point there. There is no consistent list on what's a banned quote unquote RP. We usually typically avoid O5 coming to the site directly. You might notice my character for the O5 overseer, he's a secretariat guy, so he can still come. But we avoid the O5 directly coming here because it's always been upheld at the SABs and DOT. We don't really enjoy the idea of why is Site-12 so mega important that there's this big O5 coming here. The O5 would never probably do that, things like that. So O5s aren't particularly banned, but but when it comes to certain players as well, you can't play as a CI spy in your own time and things like that, unless you get permission from a host or get told by a host, so that's what you are. Things like that.
Also, question?
How hard is it to become a hoster?
How hard? You just have to, we look for previous experience. We go by process of elimination when it comes to being a hoster. So if you're planning on being a hoster, I'd say you have to have, you don't have to have, but it's better if you have previous experience. You put a good amount of stuff on your application. You write like you mean it. You answer like you mean it. And then you show to us in your trial hosting phase that you can actually handle things like that. Because it's not just the application to get into trial hoster. Trial hoster itself is also part of the application to becoming a full hoster.
Has it been considered of adding a SCP role? People whitelisted to have SCP roles?
Like a whitelist? Yeah. So there's already a whitelist and a blacklist SCPs. It's a hidden channel though that only the hosters can see, as to not cause like drama, like, oh, why is this guy whitelisted and I'm not, or why am I blacklisted and I can't be an SCP? Yeah, blah blah, and they start shit talking in general or something. It's just to keep it, for the hosters' eyes only.
Could there be a way to apply to be part of the whitelist?
Not really. It's more so just depends on community time, and if we see you, because I want to say this and make this clear, we do pay attention to certain players. Like if you have been role playing well, some of you may have even noticed that if I'm in an RP, I will literally go out of character and say, "Wow, you're doing a really good job role playing," and then I'll go back in character because it actually makes me really happy to see some people playing in their roles properly. We do pay attention to who's role playing properly and who's not, and that does get taken into consideration all the time. Like Thetian or even Pickles might get better roles for site director, or might get offered SCP more often because I recognize them as names and I recognize them as people who aren't like big shitters and things like that try to fail up a bunch.
Yeah.
Don't like
So for the site.
Whoa, hold. Sorry, who has a question? Who has questions? I'm just gonna make you wait for a little because you've been asking quite a few. So
we've got one over here.
I got a question.
So for the departments in the Site-12 Discord server, do you plan on adding more incentive to join those, or make them a required part, or what's the plan with those?
So, I mean, the incentive would be the higher up roles. So, like I said, when I said earlier how you can pick your more specific roles like checkpoint guard, this guard, medical doctor, researcher, things like that, it extends out, like I said, yes, to researching and stuff, where you can pick to be a researcher, you can pick to be an accountant, a data analyst, or a medical doctor with the scientist skin. And the only difference is the slight permission changes and obviously your title, so what you should be doing changes. The real change comes from if you want to become a higher up in the medical department, I want to be medical supervisor, or I want to be a surgeon. If you will check your Discord and stuff to make sure that that's how you are. That's going to be one of the things implemented with some of the hosters soon, is for them to actually start doing background checks on who asks for what. So no one can just become like a site director without either being a regular, and no one can become like a surgeon without having, being in the previous experience. Without previously being in the medical department. Same thing with security, same thing with maybe even ENT when it comes to janitors and stuff like that.
We have more people that join. I wonder if you could bring them here.
Oh yeah, quick question.
Can I be moved?
Yeah, when the
I have a quick question. I'm kind of trapped.
This one's
probably going to help speed up setup.
Or
I'm trapped.
I like doing it. Oh yeah, that is a bug.
I actually like this.
Yeah, maybe make that wall slightly taller than a person so they can't jump there.
Thank you.
Personnel meeting.
When you
slightly taller so they can't jump there.
When you start the role play, Aegis Omega, do you completely restart the server, kick everyone out, and rejoin to help the player limit, or will it just be a restart and the player limit will instantly be increased?
I'm gonna try to do the thing where it kicks everyone out because I have to restart the server for it to. I believe I have to for the player count to go up. Like it was mentioned earlier, it's going to be 50 players plus the over the reserve slots for hosters. Don't worry, I've already told and I've already talked during a bi-weekly meeting to all the hosters that they are not allowed to join when I'm letting players queue. I myself will stay out of the server as well as all other people with reserve slots will stay out, letting people without reserve slots get in because if I was to join, I'd already be taking up one slot. Because it doesn't matter for me whether I join midway through or after the server's full. I can join either way. So
I have a question that could help speed up.
Things like that. Now, when it comes to... Oh, sorry, yeah. What was that?
No, go ahead.
Or midnight? Okay. No, I want to hear the question.
Will the tasers and ethics committee be returned?
So tasers, I'm not really sure. Dot had vaguely kind of mentioned that tasers were broken because no one had updated it. And from what I checked on the plugin, the owner who doesn't update the taser plugin or whatever it is, the custom weapons plugin, hasn't updated it still, I think. But I believe it's salvageable. I think Dot could probably do it if he takes the time to. I'm not trying to make a negative comment on Dot here, but he does have stuff to do in real life, and so from what I understand, he's pretty busy as of recent. So that's why plugins are a little slow in coming out. As for the ethics committee, the ethics committee will most likely not be returning, which might be seeming as like a kind of man thing, but I mean, when it came down to how it acted in RP, a lot of people abused it. It wasn't a insight roleplay, like insight department. A lot of, if you notice, the Discord is formatted around Site-12 specifically, and not like the greater foundation. So there, like instead of Dot being the 05 founder, he's just the site director of Site-12, which makes it a lot more sense.
All right.
I have a question that can help speed up the server setup.
Before any more questions are asked, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with everyone else here. Do you think I should just bring everyone into here? It's gonna be a little crowded, but I was gonna say we can move to surface, but I'll move everyone into here. Actually, I'll move them all the way over.
This is actually kind of like
a walk.
Oh my god! This is
Get back. I do have a question.
Alright, take your seats. Wait, this is
awesome! I'll take my seat right here.
Actually sick.
Alright, Skev.
You're being louder.
Professor. Skev, I have a question. Skev, I have a question.
I changed location, Professor.
I have a question. Skev, I have a question.
Big deal.
Alright, order.
Everyone stop jumping. Get off the desk.
Man, shut up.
So,
alright, so when I say you can start asking, don't start screaming I have a question, just jump. And the first person I see jump is going to be the person who I pick. Be patient, I'll get around to you. I'm going to be starting with, on the right here, with Lulnik. I saw him jump.
Alright, thank you. I actually have a question. A lot of servers I've been in, they've had a tranquilizer plugin. I'm wondering if you'd incorporate that in the roleplays or just the server in general.
So that's that is similar to the taser. I'm unsure if it's how to fix it right now, but I mean I'm sure with some time Doc could maybe fix that. If anything, I'll start pushing for that to be re-added.
All right, thank you.
All right, I see Iron Toaster right here. What's up? What's your question?
Less of a question, but more like a request for some people.
God damn it!
It feels a little
someone's
smart.
calling me.
Since you know, the event roleplay thing for the map expansion is going to happen in like 6-ish hours. People want setup early so it doesn't take as much setup during the actual time when it starts.
Yeah, so what was going to happen is I was actually going to start an announcement saying I'm going to queue the event at 3:30. So for my time at least, it's the time that I put it to start at is around 4 to 4:15 p.m. EST. I said I was going to start queuing the server at 3:30 p.m. EST. So it has like extra 30 minutes of people being able to get in. Then I can shoot the setup out really quick. I mean, the setup is not really like all that going to be all that crazy. I'm not going to be saying too many crazy.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, with the new naming plugin, you guys can name yourselves, and so you guys do have your free reign to do that.
It cuts the time a little bit in half when you do your own stuff.
Yeah. I'd say what takes the most amount of time is giving people their like more specific roles like medical doctor and things like that. So I might not be doing too much of that, but you can always add it in your prefix like medical doctor name. I'll allow you guys to do that and things like that once they reports.
See,
do that again.
Hey, KMW, shut up. No one wants to hear that.
All right. Let's see. Russian doggo. Were you jumping? Yeah, Russian doggo.
Do we
need a translator?
Si no, ahorita te tumbo los pinches ojos, güey.
Alright, the Turks. Your question.
Alright. So,
So, like in the game Containment Breach, would there be like a tunnel outside of Gate A for like Class D to be able to escape? Because like once MTF like spawn in, they're probably going to be like near the thing where you originally go to escape. So like it's kind of impossible for them to go there. And or would there be like a tunnel for like Chaos Insurgency to sneak in, like in like the vents, so like they won't get killed immediately at the gates, like once they open, since like it's kind of like a funnel, like a kill zone.
Yeah, that is a good point. There is nothing specific to that right now. But I mean, with the surface reader that's still being worked on even now, I can have that kind of put in there. The only issue is where it would be probably where the nuke room is, like in Containment Breach. But I mean, we can add it somewhere else, and it should work. There's a couple of ideas of where that can be put. Next question. You in the back there jumping. I think that's chaotic.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So.
It was chaotic.
Considering the
Alright, you know, I'll just let him go, and then I'll go after.
Considering the increase of players inside the server and how you're
can you bring Phony and Captain Softballs here?
Oh, yeah.
Bumping
it up to 50 players. Yeah. Do you plan on bumping it up permanently?
Hey, you said
after this, don't bring any more players.
Softballs and who else?
Phony and Captain Softballs.
Phony and Softballs, gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yeah, do you intend to skip? I have a question.
Do I intend on increasing the player count? Depending on actually how the performance is. The main issue with not bringing it up to 50 players as a regular thing was mostly just because we were scared of moderation, crowding, performance, things like that. I mean, I'm not getting many frame drops, even though the upstairs area is all loaded in right now. And all of you guys are standing in the same room with me. I mean, I'm sure if I start throwing grenades around, the game might crash, but...
Welcome to the Scav
Hold on. What's going on? Why is everyone starting down there?
Yeah, hold on, I have a question.
Where the hell am I? Hold on, there's more people here. Like I said, I'm starting on the right and then I'm moving down.
Oh, wait, hold on. I still need to ask my question.
Yeah, chaotic games.
Alright, so,
yeah, but make sure you're like far so I don't hear you.
Alright, gentlemen, if you have smaller questions, come back here and talk with me.
Okay, yeah, hold on, I got it.
Alright, so, with all of these new plugins... look at this, guys! Whoa! Hi, PG! Friend!
Hold on, Luke Goblin.
That's
I have a question.
I have small questions. Yeah, let's talk.
Okay.
Is there a new cafeteria?
No, cafeteria is still the same. However, we've talked about reworking site directors.
Alright. Is there like a cover in like nuke so the people that are camping nuke have a harder time like blocking that shit down? Like, is there something blocking the way between the elevator and the nuke room? So it's defenders have a harder time.
I think we should add like a couple character Easter eggs, but that's about it.
You should probably put like a blockade or something up there because it's kind of
like a room for interrogations or interviews.
Blocking off the scatter.
Yo, it's White Cry. Yo, it's White Cry. Yo.
My God.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh my God.
Sure. But this isn't counting.
For the event, since they're probably not going to set up
have this like running pretty good. So
what if I were
funny enough, you can, like I said, blame Northwood for this. Your settings when it comes to graphics don't actually change the performance of anything that much. It's really funny. We tested out how the performance was at the upstairs area with ultra settings on my computer versus all settings low, and like this was with everything on my computer closed, just SL running. But the performance was basically the same. For my specs, I run I have a RTX 2060 Super. And I get about like regularly 60 to 70 frames. When the upstairs area is loaded, I get around 49 to like 55 frames. And then when I'm no clipping and looking at all the map stuff implemented at once, I get around 30 to 40 frames. But that's only if I'm no clipped. And no clipped, you can see the entire facility, so that wouldn't affect you guys.
on the regular map, I usually run around like 30, but right now I'm running around like 90.
90?
Like 90 MM.
Oh, that's MS is that's ping. But yeah.
Hello,
Alright.
That's just your internet.
Benny, you've been
I'll be right back. I'm gonna look around this place real quick and see all the cool shit.
Yeah.
What's up, Benny? What's your question?
Yes, finally, thank you.
Just make sure to turn down your microphone.
Okay.
It's a little loud.
Okay, so my first question is, can I go flying around like that guy?
No.
And can I be a marshmallow guy?
No.
Oh my god.
I mean, I couldn't if I wanted to either. The marshmallows were
Those
removed.
are
So.
admin privileges.
If I can't have the divine MTF soldier, you can't have the marshmallow man.
Yeah.
God's chosen.
Hey, I got the question.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm moving. Like I said, I'm moving right to left. Alright, the turn. You already answered the question?
A little bit of an important question.
Yeah, a while ago.
I just want to make sure everyone gets a chance first. So.
Okay.
FBI agent back there. Katie, what's your question?
Is can Nuke Room have bulletproof glass?
When I'm older, I want to be
Actually,
just a security
yes, there is the
around.
nuke room update. With that turns it into less of a chokehold as well.
Yeah.
Skip.
Midnight Sentinel.
Okay. So what if Northwood changes their map that affects one of the plugin?
So if they end up changing their map and the seat, so we have a safe seat. So I mean, as long as they don't do some detrimental change to the map, it'll be fine. But if they do, then it's not the end of the world because I can always move the parts around specifically. Like I have every package, like every department as a separate room that I can merge together into basically whatever piece I want. I just have to move some things around. It's not the end of the world.
Gav, your favorite security.
Hey, can I have a quick question?
What are we gonna do about that hallway in the security?
You already had one.
Are we just gonna wall that off?
Yeah, but a quicker one. When are we gonna start?
I'm gonna, like throw something there really quick because Dot said he was gonna make something there, but he didn't make anything there. So.
What? Dot?
Yeah.
Dot? No way.
Dot being Dot. Anyways.
Hey, PG, let's go look at this. Hey, not PG, PH. Come here.
There's only been one bathroom.
Hey, when are we gonna start?
I'm still at. I'm still.
Oh man.
Answer questions. Alright,
Okay.
Crepper, what's your question? Crepper LP. Shut up, Crepper LP!
So funny.
Bring that back. Hashtag shout out Crepper.
There's apparently gonna be.
Are there gonna
people,
be
and
any
all the
events linked to
posters are gonna be.
GR18? Because I
So
heard
there's
about
gonna
that
be
once.
Changes to GR18?
more
Yes.
slots
No,
left
I
for
heard about the events going into
unreserved people,
GR18.
So yeah.
What did wait? Sorry.
That's what Skev said.
So it may end up in
Yeah, I know the 50 slots one with the poster thing.
Yeah, but there is changes coming to GR18 itself. Yeah.
Is the canoe gonna be a part of it?
Oh my god.
I'm not speaking to the canoe. I will not speak to. I've already made my comment about the canoe and the canoe thing. Actually, you know what, everyone? If you want to start like screaming and yelling because this is being announced, I am officially going to add the canoe to GR18.
Let's go! Yes! I don't know.
What's the canoe? This is somehow tamer than normal.
That bot's in right now.
No.
Hopeful, what did Classify do to make you sad? What did he do?
Alright, now for the next. Alright. Seats, people. Seats, people.
So how are you doing today, Hopeful?
So I can continue asking questions. Flying Cyclops, what's your question?
Alright, so, Skev, will there be any more additions to surface zones, such as like a tank?
A tank. Not at
Or maybe cover?
But
Holy moly.
yes, there's gonna be
Helipad?
additions to the. Yes, actually, there will be maybe another helipad. Who knows? But yeah, there's gonna be big additions coming to Surface. I'm gonna say it right now. Not all additions may come in at once with the big map update because I'm still like getting a lot of things into my computer, like saving them. You just muted me. It was muted earlier. If you still being around.
Wait, Mr. Guy, I'm gonna go join a different server, and I'm gonna join back when you guys start, okay?
Okay. You
Bye-bye.
have a good time.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't know what's going on.
Execute him!
Alright.
Damn, that's some security detail up there. Oh.
Can't tase me.
I'm
invincible.
Shut up! That's spoilers!
That's not spoilers for anything. I'm just I'm making a joke. No fighting. No punching each other.
Oh my god. Wait.
Oh my god,
okay,
back
it's
to
getting a little crowded.
Pieces of you around the facility. They'll never stop finding little bits and pieces.
But about surface, like I said, things like some more specific stuff might not be added right away. I mean, with how the additions are gonna come in, we'll have our time to be able to do stuff and make sure everything's in and make sure everything's working before you guys, start like running rampant and things. So don't worry about how the map stuff's gonna go. I mean, it should go pretty smoothly. Now, whoever, let me see who's jumping here. I just need to see your name.
Behind you.
Midnight, you already asked a question. I just want to give everyone a chance on this side to start getting their questions. Bub Taylor, what's your question?
My question is, are y'all gonna add more routines for breaches like 096?
More what, sorry?
More like breach schedules for like 096 and other STPs.
Like, how do you mean schedules?
Okay. Do you mean do we plan on having them breach more? Because we don't have schedules on RPs. The RPs kind of just go based off whatever
more
the hoster
breaches.
does. He's just asking if we plan on doing breaches more with 096 or 106, the ones we rarely do. That's entirely up to hoster discretion. It's whatever the hoster wants to do at the time. It's not really up to us.
That'd be up to the specific hoster. You can throw it in like RP suggestions if you have an interesting way if you want it to be used. So I know for a fact that RP suggestions are read by a lot of the hosters.
Is that Go-Kart Timmy at OlympicsRush.com?
Oh my god.
It's him, real.
Who just got shot?
Alright,
let's be practicing for later. Water.
Captain
Delicious.
Alright, yippee. Alright, so my question is... That's a little vague, but are you going to add, anything over by Gate C on surface? Like the one opposite of the exit doors?
For Gate C, there was a couple of ideas with it, but there's a lot of conflicting stuff, and its positions are a little weird. The lighting is very weird there. But there is plans in the future that we're going to play around with and see if we can make that an accessible area. Gate C is the fully unused mirrored gate B that's behind where the chaos spawn. There's an area where the chaos spawn that is just gate B but mirrored.
No, Skip, not that one. The one the opposite side of the exit of MTF spawn. I think that'd be, I don't know.
Out of character, keep in mind, SL map entirely, the entirety of surface is exactly ripped from containment breach. Like, I don't know why you say out of character.
You said out of character.
That's he stopped being
Get out of my spot.
Yeah, that's
Hello, creeper.
You're in my spot.
Why was your
Get out.
In character.
This is my spot.
Get him.
Kids move to the
Don't mind it. Get him.
Alright, for the next couple questions, we got Doomman at 32.
Bro, this... Shut the shit up!
Shut the shit up. That was actually funny.
Shut the shit up.
Will the server remain at 50 players forever, or we'll go back to 40?
That was already asked.
I was gonna say it might just go back down. It'll probably stay 50 for a little bit, and then depending on if it's bad to moderate, or bad performance, or is too much to handle, or is too loud, too crazy, then it'll probably just go back to 40. But if it's proven at this event that the community can kind of not act a fool. Actually
If y'all act
handle
a
it.
fool, this is literally my entire job. Go ahead, I dare you. My bloodlust never is satiated.
What is your job?
What?
He's a moderator.
But plans to keep it at 50. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just have to see how the event goes. Like I said, the event is in one part a big roleplay event to bring the end of a story I've been kind of coming up with for a while now. And it also is an event to experiment with new features added and stuff like that, and see how they could be utilized in the future.
I feel like this is honestly a great stress test for 50 players.
I know, exactly.
I feel like this is
I'm already recording it.
This is gonna be a great stress test for the
fucking cameraman. That's all you are.
Night, I feel like with all
Fuck you, Catboy.
for normal hosts.
Cameraman.
Oh yeah, definitely.
L.
I know once I got
Until you know
to my bed because I can't stay up.
I'm still having good frames at no clip, dude.
Then watch
That's
it
fair.
Good frames at no clip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'd
To be
say,
fair, I
Alright.
also don't really need good frames at no clip. You just need to see who said the word.
it'll be a really
Exactly. Alright,
I was thinking
back
of
to
Breach.
questions and such. Alright, Mario Brothers? What's the question?
Alright, something about the naming system. Exactly
Yeah.
how strict is it? 'Cause I know you can't have a name like Dr.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein, but
In the guidelines sum it up pretty well. It's like no. If you look in how to play humans, you can see like there's no celebrity names, no offensive names, no racist names,
God
obviously,
damn
things
it.
like that.
Cat boy funny.
But like, can your name be like? Your name at least be somewhat of a
Get a
joke, or
picture
can it
of
be
it.
referencing a celebrity?
I mean, if you want it to be like the reverse name of Walter White, make it White Walter. I mean, we're a little kind of iffy on that, so it's really up to the hoster's discretion if they'll let it slide versus won't let it slide. All you got to do is, as long as you, Big Randy is, I mean, as long as the Big Randy is their nickname and not their full name, or if you explicitly state that they do have a full name, that Big Randy isn't their actual name, then you're fine.
Yeah, can I say something as well?
What?
If I see any of y'all, like that last dude who named himself Stephen Hawk, trying to do some stupid shit like that, I'm just gonna chalk it up to you're fucking stupid, you don't know how to read rules, and we'll act accordingly. So please don't do
please
that.
don't name
I really
yourself
like all of you here.
something.
Like, just don't name yourself celebrity names. Don't like the Walter Goodman one. That one was funny, so we let it slide.
Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't just Walter White but backwards. It was Saul Goodman and Walter White.
That's good, good and kind of funny. That could also like you could genuinely try and convince someone that it's not like it's just a straight up name. Then yeah, you're good. But I don't like doing that shit, bro. Because sometimes it gets annoying. Anyways, I love all of you. I hope you have a great time at the circuit.
Yeah, for the I have to wrap it up a little bit because I got some stuff that I need to do. I'm gonna start asking the last couple of questions.
Sir, can I have a picture? Can I take a picture of you?
Yeah, hold on. Get a picture.
If you want to take a picture,
Okay.
get a picture up here.
Hey, yeah,
assassination president, get down.
Q&A. Do you want to reenact the play of 1865?
What the fuck?
I want to see this. I want to see this.
Other than that,
No.
okay.
I have a very big.
Alright, so go Kurt to me. What's the question?
So this is two things. If this okay. So with the D-class system, so I was warden the last roleplay. So like, I know that all D-class spawn in cells, but would it be more efficient to kind of like start them outside in like a cage, like a hallway leading down to like a certain elevator that they can go down to? And then,
I mean, there is going to be the courtyard added, so they could just spawn there if we decide to add it like that.
Not like, so how do I explain it? It's like, you know how you see prisons and then like there's guards on the outside of the gates and then D-class and like towards the wall inside the gates?
Yeah, there could be some like that.
Yeah, that's what, because all the D-class they don't like to listen. So like they like to run around, they like to jump around, uncuff each other. So it'd be like that way. Oh, was that you? But no, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to see would there gonna be any plans of like actually separating kind of like D-class from the main elevators to like a certain elevator that they can go into and not get access to the main elevators that we come up to.
Not really sure. I mean, I could look into that in the future.
Please, sir.
Alright, Lil Nick, do you have something to say? You have another
yes. Have you ever thought of incorporating SCP-1507 into the site?
150, which one is that? If you tell us.
Flamingo.
The Flamingo. Oh, the Flamingo.
They've already
Flamingo, as of right now, the Flamingo's been completely removed from the RA panel. They were the update after Christmas was not just it wasn't even an update after Christmas. It was just a
They
revert
also removed
back
the
to
model,
previous
so you can't use it.
Yeah, they removed the model. They removed they removed the door sounds, and they removed 049's new sounds. Like they removed everything. It was just a revert. It was really dumb, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure
Anyone else on
they
the
were
Site
like,
question?
testing. Oh, hold on.
No?
I think
I'm gonna shoot out. I'm gonna get these answers shot out really fast. Turks, question?
Okay. So so I've been hearing stuff about how like hoster applications would be like in 2 years. Is that true or like?
We're just teasing. We're just teasing, bro. We don't know when we're gonna open them again. It's kind of.
I'd say pretty soon.
Open them tomorrow.
I'd say pretty soon.
It's up to Skevin.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, rise to stay on top. Rise to stay on top.
All right.
Everyone, I have gotten leaked documents. Hoster applications will reopen in.
Rise to stay on top.
Chaotic, what's your question right there?
Yeah. Okay. So this.
I think I need to show you seriously.
All right.
Like, seriously.
So this one's for all my medical girlies out here. But are we gonna have a dedicated medical wing?
Yes. Yes.
Finally! Get with the medical room! I don't want to be wandering around the site anymore!
Can you just call me? Are we?
Alright. Yes, you are getting a dedicated medical wing. It's actually it's actually right to your left. You want to yes, Chaotic.
Brilliant!
Yes! You know what, Chaotic?
I want to see it.
You know what, Chaotic's getting stolen and he's getting taken over there because he's so excited.
Yes!
Show him!
Yeah. Here you go, Chaotic Club.
Yeah, get this part to myself now.
Oh, my bad. Oh, wow, okay, this is awesome. Hold on. Put me on intercom. Let me just describe it to everyone.
He's describing it for the board.
Good job, Mr. President.
Pizza.
Good job.
Oh, he's got an office right here. This would be perfect.
Alright, cool.
Hell
I
yeah.
have a question.
049, like the zone.
Abraham. Get out, boy. Get away.
Get off.
I have three more questions.
Sentinel, what is your question?
What is going on?
Alright.
Make it stop.
Alright, that's all the questions for now. Okay, so you gotta go wrap up some stuff in your life. I'll see you at the event. Remember, it's gonna start queuing in at 3:30 p.m. or EST or whatever, a half hour prior to the announcement.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
Was I on the intercom or?
You were, yeah. 1 hour 30 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or actually, yeah, 1 hour 30 minutes.
This is a presidential Q&A now. Do we have any questions?
It was almost like
No! I'm just acting like my normal child.
I still have questions. I
I
can't hear you.
Any question helps me.